Hello, everyone. Good to be back on here today again. I'm always so excited to be doing my life because I find it really exciting. I know I can keep it 100%. I can just be me and just speak from my heart rather than recording a video and having to edit it, upload it. It takes time. I find it really daunting. Anyways, it's good to be back on here again. What are we talking about today? We are talking about God. We are talking about God. Who is it on this earth in a human form who does not talk about God? You might think probably it's just the religious sect of people that always like quoting God for this, God for that, and God all over the place. You will be surprised. Even the non-religious people call on God. Yes, the atheists might say they don't believe in God, or probably because they have one or two things against the religious sect, as again probably they might not like the way the religiosity goes about, how they go about what they go about. So they actually don't get so deep into God. They just want to live their life. They just want to go with the flow. And this is not condemning or judging anyone who is an atheist. But again, one might look at it as, if one has to question that word, atheist, do they really not believe in the existence of God? And if so, you find that oftentimes, even for those who profess not to believe in the existence of God, oftentimes, when they find themselves in a very dire situation, in a situation where money cannot help, doctors cannot help, their intelligence cannot help, in fact, nothing can help, you see the same sect of people calling on God. So this is where I draw my conclusion to say that no one, and I mean no one, on the surface of this earth who does not call on God or call on a supreme power that is beyond theirs to intervene in whatever challenges they might be battling here on earth. The common word for this description is usually God, because that's the English representative of what we are talking about here. So I say, what really is the meaning of God, God? As it has become so common in this day and age to call that word God. And so it doesn't really carry a deep meaning for some people. It's just any other name to some people. How can we describe God? Some people describe that word, God, as a supreme being. Some describe it as a much powerful force beyond what we see here. Some describe that word as the creator of heaven and earth, the creator of the universe, the creator of everything. And to some, it carries little or no meaning. So, how can we describe the word God? I think it should be made as simple as possible, because this is where the confusion comes from, where for some people, I will say, where especially when it comes to religion, because it is those in that religious sector that are able to put some form of meaning into it. However, the meaning has different dynamics to it. As the Christians would describe God as one thing, the Muslims will describe God as another. Buddhists describe God as something else. So the description of God has been embedded into so much ideology, because that's what religion comes with. It's an ideology. It's an ideology that has been passed on from one generation to another. Some have had to study the description of what God means to them. And for some, it has come, that description has come with the different experiences that they have had to go through in this world. That for them is the basis of their description of who God is, or what God is to them. God can be termed or made into different images, and that is what is happening right now. Because anything that one attaches so much value to can become God to one. For example, finances. Money can become God to some people. That's their God, because that's where their attachment of value is placed. So that's where meaning to them comes. Once money dwells in their hand, to them, that's power. That's everything they need. They can buy their way through anything in this world. But it's that all God can be described into. And this description of God in attachment to money is not just relayed to the non-religious people. When you look at it amongst the religious people, for example, Christianity, you see the value placed on money in churches. And I'm sure the same goes with the other religious sects. There's so much value placed on that. And some people attend church all in the name of, oh, God. But when you look at their characters and you look at their way of life and you study on where their value truly is placed, you see that it's all about the money. As that's how the world has been fashioned. Without money on this earth, one cannot get from A to B. And so there's so much value placed on money to the extent that people are ready to sell their souls for money, because that's the only way, or one of the ways to them, that they can fend themselves, that they are able to live. It gives them life. It gives them value. It gives them a reason to want to live or to enjoy living here on earth. So I say, who is God? As the ideology that some religious sects have today is that of a completely different imagery of the true universal God that we are supposedly are to be serving or to acknowledge, respond to. The different ideologies has so much played with our mindset to the extent that so many people have been conditioned to view God in a completely different dynamic as opposed to what nature provides us, as opposed to who the true God is. Why is there so much pandemonium about a religious sect believing that their ideology is the right, correct description of who God is? Why? When nature has so much to offer us. Why is the world so engrossed in ideologies? Ideologies that has so much divided humanity and continues to divide us. As we are all from the same base, we are all from the Creator, the God of the universe. Are we not? Don't we all physically appear to be the same? Even though we are all individually different, we all have different personas from one to the other. That's what differentiates us, not our physical appearance, which these ideologies have played tremendously on in order to control us as puppets. turning us one against the other. And we fall for it as human beings, using the name of God to take the life of another, using the ideology that has been created to condemn another. Who has given the audacity to condemn another when we are all complementary to one another? And not just humans, but the earth at large. Who is God? How do you describe God? Who is the creator to you if you see God as the creator? What is the creator to you? As we all have that connectivity to a supreme being, we continually point towards heaven or towards the sky, that God is there. Nevertheless, we are all connected to Him, as we all have that consciousness of the existence of a creator. Where that creator now lies, no one can specifically say. But when you look at the ancient knowledge that is still available to everyone today, we know that God, or the Creator, lives in us. That's why we've got a conscience. The conscience is not out there in the sky. The conscience is not outside of us. The conscience is within us, is in our mindset. So who is God to you? And for you out there who supposedly believe that there is no God, do you truly believe there's the existence of a creature without the Creator? I mean, look around you. And this is not trying to indoctrinate you, shall I say. This is trying to reason with you out there. Look around you. What exists without the one that made it exist? Look into nature. Look at the animals. Look at the trees. Look at the plants. It all starts with a seed. And when you look at or pay attention to the existence of humans, it all starts with a seed as well. The seed from the man, the egg from the woman, put together makes another human being. I see God as life, the giver of life, the creator of life. I see God as the breath that we breathe. As God is in the air, God is on earth. God is in the water. God is everywhere. We are all connected. Even the trees, the plants, the water, the earth, all connected to the Creator. Can a child who has been born by the parent claim to exist, to suddenly exist without the presence of the parents? And vice versa. Not vice versa. Can the parents as well say to their own parents, that's where I'm going. Can the parents say to their own parents, I mean the parents of the child that we're talking about here, say to their own parents that they have come into existence without their parents? As the child is connected to the parents, so is the parents of the child connected to the grandparents and great-grandparents, and so on. And this is where ancestry comes in. Ancestry is vital. This is how one of the ways we try to understand where we originally come from. Our lineage. If they didn't exist, we will not exist. And according to scientists, the earth has been in existence for thousands of years. Who created it? Does it just came out of nowhere? Boom. Do you really believe the earth just suddenly came out of nowhere without the responsibility of someone, the Creator, being part of it? I mean, one can as well try to reason with all these different ideologies coming from the religious sector or the non-religious sector. But one thing that will not fail us in the description or understanding of the existence of the Creator is nature. Look at nature. As we are all different elements. Can you as a human do without the existence of water on this earth? Try it. Can you exist without water? Who can exist without water? Look at the magnificence that even comes from it. Just thinking of it alone. For the fact that this earth has existed for thousands of years, if not millions. No, millions. And it has never fallen short of the existence of water. Constantly. Is that not amazing? Is that not extraordinary? Is that the work of a human being? For you to understand the description of who or what God is to you, your best bet, the best place to acquire the knowledge is nature. Spirituality. As you watching me right now, you are a life in existence. I am a life in existence with different elements attached to us. The elements of hair, which we cannot do without. Who can do without hair? Once the hair is snuffed out of us as humans, even animals, that's it. Finito. Done. Kaput. End. The element of hair is part of life. The element of water is part of life. The earth is part of life. We are all connected to one another, as we cannot do without nature. We can't do without the sun. Yeah, the fourth element is fire. I was trying to remember that. We can't do without fire either. That's where the sun comes. Look at the sun. Does it not look like fire when you're looking at it from down here, the earth, upward? That's where we get light from. God is life. Any other description or articulation of it is mere additional. God is the life. It's the life that we breathe. Starts there. All right. Thank you very much for watching and listening. As always, my name is Blessing. Catch you again tomorrow. Take care now. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye.